Good evening. I'd like to call to order the Common Council organizational meeting. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, and the time is 7 p.m. The first item on the agenda is the roll call. We'll ask our city clerk, Joanne Marcon, to call the roll.
Mayor Kim Smith,
Here.
Alder Jim Benash,
Here.
Alder Tom Smith,
Here.
Alder Kathleen Lohendorf. Here. Alder James Wojcik, Alder Stephen Knott,
Here.
Alder Larry Jurassic.
Present.
Thank you. We are all in attendance. Item 2, Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Thank you for that. Item 3, the rules of the City of Onalaska Common Council in its subcommittees. This is a harassment-free forum. The City Council and subcommittee meetings shall be conducted in a courteous manner. Citizens, council, and committee members shall be allowed to state their positions in an atmosphere free of slander, obscene remarks, or threats of violence. Sufficient warnings may be given by the sergeant at arms or the chair at any time during the remarks, and in the event that any individual shall violate the rules of decorum as set forth, such person may then be cut off from comment or debate. Item number 4 is public input. This is an opportunity where members of the council of the community can address the Common Council. If you choose to do so, please begin by stating your name and your address and limit your comments to 3 minutes per individual. Would anyone like to address the Common Council this evening? Second call for anyone wishing to address the Common Council. Third and final call for public input. Not seeing or hearing anyone, public input is now closed, and we will proceed to item 5, the report from the mayor. I have several items this evening. Item A is a proclamation in honor of Public Service Recognition Week. I don't normally read these into the record, but since so many of our public officials are and public servants are here, I will read it this time because Public Service Recognition Week is coming up in May. Whereas the citizens of Onalaska are served every single day by public servants at the federal, state, county, and city levels, these unsung heroes do the work that keep our city and nation working. And whereas public employees take not only jobs, but oaths and are committed to exhibiting the highest standards of professional excellence, creativity, skill, customer service, and whereas many public servants, including our police officers, firefighters, EMS responders, as well as many others, risk their lives each day and make crucial contributions in service to the people of this city, often left with little recognition. And whereas public servants include accountants, recreation coordinators, inspectors, laborers, mechanics, street workers, police officers, firefighters, office specialists, engineers, and countless other professions, not to mention many volunteers it takes to keep the city running. Day in and day out, they provide the diverse services demanded by our citizens of their government with efficiency and integrity. And whereas without these public servants, continuity would be impossible in the democracy that regularly changes its leaders and elected officials. Now, therefore, as mayor of City of Onalaska, I do hereby proclaim as follows. The City of Onalaska hereby announces and proclaims to all its citizens that May 3rd and 9th, 2026 is Public Service Recognition Week. All citizens are encouraged to recognize the accomplishments and contributions of the government employees at all levels, but especially to those workers in the City of Onalaska, who should receive our respect and gratitude for doing the important work of servicing the people of the City of Onalaska. So thank you all for all the work you're doing. We appreciate you. Item B is recognition of public service by the standing boards and committees. I want to extend my thank you also to all the people that serve on our boards and committees. It is volunteer work that is done out of passion usually and gives valuable feedback to our community so that we can move forward in the way that is best for all. Thank you for that. Item C, oath of office for newly elected officials. With that, I will turn it over to our head of oaths. City Clerk Joanne Marcon, take it away.
All right, we'll start with District 1. So Tom, if you wanted to come down here to the podium.
Joe, you can stand anywhere you want to take the picture.
She doesn't like.
You could raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Tom Smith,
I, Tom Smith,
having been elected to the office of
having been elected to the office of
District 1 Alderperson
District 1 Alderperson
for the city of
for
Onalaska,
the city of Onalaska,
swear that I will support
swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of
and
Wisconsin,
the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully and impartially
and faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of said office
of said office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God. Okay.
Congratulations, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then Tom, hang on. just a minute.
There we go.
Yeah. And then Tom is also being awarded a certificate of election indicating that he won the most votes in the
Okay.
first district.
Yeah, thank you.
Tom. And James, if you want to come down. To raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, James Wojcik,
I, James Wojcik,
having been elected to
having been elected to
the office of District 2 Alderperson
the office of District Alderperson
for the city of Onalaska,
for the city of Onalaska,
swear that I will support
swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully and impartially
and then faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of said office
of said office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Jim, is that your family?
Yeah.
You want to do an extra picture, Joe, with that? You guys want to stand by him and get one more picture quick? You can? This is an important moment.
So cute.
Mm.
Come on, daddy's girl.
You hold it. and I will get out of the picture. The small child.
I'm trying to figure out what we're doing.
All right, Larry.
Again,
Right. I, Larry Jurassic,
I, Larry Jurassic,
having been elected to
have been elected to
the office of District 3 Alderperson
the office of District 3 Person,
for the city of
the
Onalaska,
city of Onalaska.
swear that I will support
Swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully and impartially
and will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of said office
of said office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Larry.
Thank you.
Okay, item 5D, recognition of the council seniority. For this council year, the seniority will be Stephen Knott, Jim Benash, Tom Smith, Larry Jurassic, Kathleen Lohendorf, followed by James Wildchuck. So I don't think, okay, moving on to consider, we don't need action on that, do we? I don't think so. Okay, moving on to consideration and possible action on the following items. Item 6 is election of the council president. The nominations for council president shall be by floor nominations. The chair shall open the floor for nominations. The candidate shall accept or decline the nomination upon being nominated. Once there are no longer any nominations, the chair shall close the nominations. After the closing of nominations, candidates may speak one time for up to 3 minutes each. The order of speech shall be determined at random by our clerk. After all candidates have spoken, a roll call vote shall occur. Upon the roll call vote, each council member shall state the name of the candidate they are voting for. The process shall be repeated until such time as the council president has been chosen by a majority vote. Does anyone have any questions about how the council presidency election will proceed? Larry Jurassic, do you have a question?
No question, no.
Any questions? Okay, then I'll open the floor for nominations for council president. Larry Jurassic?
Thank you, Chair. I nominate Steve Knotts for president of the council.
Okay, Stephen, do you accept?
I do.
Okay. Are there any other nominations for council president? Second call for nominations, Kathy Loendorf.
Can I second the nomination for Stephen Knott?
He already accepted
Okay.
it, so he'll be one of the people.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
That's all.
Yep, that's okay. That's why I try to explain what we're going to do. Any other nominations? Last call for any other nominations. Okay, thank you. Nominations are now closed and we will proceed to the roll call vote. Joanne will call the roll. Please answer the candidate you are voting for when your name is called.
Alder Jurassic,
Steve Knott,
Alder Knott,
Steve Knott.
Alder Wojcik,
Steve Knott.
Alder Loendorf. Steve Knott. Alder Smith,
Steve Knott.
Alder Benash.
Steve Knott.
Okay, the voting is concluded and it was unanimous 6-0 for Stephen Knott. Congratulations, you are the 2026 council president.
That's the right word for it, but okay.
All right. Item 7, appointment to standing committees, boards, commissions, and other committees. I have attached a sheet in your packet, item number 7, with the designations of both the alders and the citizens being appointed to committees. There are no newcomers. All of these people have served in one shape or form over the years, but some rearrangements. So this time I'd like to ask the council to approve the appointments as I've brought them forward.
Motion to approve.
second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Stephen Knott. It's been seconded by Larry Jurassic. Is there any discussion on the appointments? Not seeing or hearing any. The motion on the floor is to approve the appointments to the committees, boards, commissions, and other committees as enclosed in the packet. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item number 8 is Resolution 12-2026, designating public depositories and authorizing withdrawal of city monies. This is an annual resolution that we pass. Either we can make a motion or we can ask for discussion, I guess.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, motion has been made by Stephen Knott. It's been seconded by Kathy Loendorf to approve the resolution. Is there any discussion? Sabrina.
I could just note that the only change from 2025 is our bank change to Old National Bank. So that changed. And then with our new ERP system, we now use Stripe payments instead of it was through Chase Payment Tech in the past.
Okay, thank you. Amanda, did you have a question?
Clarification.
Going to clarify for the record, we didn't change banks, our bank's name changed.
Right.
We just updated the resolution to have the correct name.
Okay, thank you for that. Larry Jurassic, did you have some?
Question wants to.
Okay. Any other comments or questions regarding the resolution? Okay, not seeing or hearing any then, the motion on the floor is to approve the resolution. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously to approve. Item number 9 is approval of the council chambers technology upgrade proposal. There is a memo from Joe in the packet, but maybe we'll give Joe a moment to say something if he wants, or maybe Rick, someone to introduce the item to the council.
Joe was instrumental, so I'm going to let him talk about it. So, yeah, so.
He loves talking,
yes,
so
I-
that'll be
I do love
perfect.
Talking.
Mhm.
So we recently, last Tuesday, myself, Rick, Sabrina, and Jared had a chance to interview the 2 responses that we did get for the technology upgrades. Both were under the budget we were looking to spend. Main differences between the two would be that one is in our backyard, so we'll have faster response times. I asked both companies about the total cost of ownership, right? So when we purchase a system like this, we can't let it go 15 years before we decide to stick more money into it. So I kind of based some calculations over the lifespan that they both said would be about 7 years to kind of figure out a total cost of ownership. With that, Advanced Multimedia Solutions came in cheaper than the other option. So that is who we would like to go with for doing the council upgrades. For the few new people up here, we did get a demonstration of a system 2 months ago for upgrading the microphones, the cameras, and doing some other things. All of this equipment is 10, some of it's even older, 10, maybe 12 years old. So doing a upgrade, we're overdue. So that is what we are going to be doing in here.
Okay, thank you for that. Can we get a motion on the floor?
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Stephen Knott. It's been seconded by Larry Jurassic to approve AMS as the technology upgrade people. Under discussion, Sabrina.
Not to quantity.
I was just going to add that I'll come forward to ANF in May with how we're going to fund it. So we'll come forward with a resolution.
And the pricing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't it here with the 190? Yeah, the pricing should be in the memo.
$190,093.92
Over 7 years.
over 7 years. Got it.
Correct. So the initial cost up front, I think we had budgeted 185 for it and it came in at 182.
We didn't budget
Well,
185.
we didn't, okay, we didn't
Yeah.
budget, but that was what we were.
It was what
expecting.
was tentatively approved after the CIP budget. So
Okay.
I'll come forward with a resolution to cover the cost of that.
And you, oh, sorry.
Okay, did you wanna, are you good?
I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah, Joe, I just like to ask, what's the time frame if we approve this resolution to?
So our goal is to get this in by August 1st, so we can knock out that first August meeting with it before we get into the budget season where we have meetings constantly. So
Nice.
that's the hope.
okay. Rick, did you want to add something?
I was just say, when we were talking about setting this out for RFP, there was some discussion about where the money would come from. So there's a plan in place. We just need to bring forward the resolutions in order to solidify what that plan is.
Okay, any other questions or discussion on this item? Okay, the motion on the floor is to approve the council chambers technology upgrade using AMS and the budget projected. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. That motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item 10 is adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Motion by Stephen Knott, seconded by Kathy Lohendorf to adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And we are adjourned. 7:20.